Hey, what's up guys? It's Retro here. And real quick, if you enjoy the content here on this channel, then make sure that you like and subscribe. It's a free way to help us out. Also, if you want to support the channel more directly, you can always check out our Patreon. I'll put a link down in the description below. Every year, I try to go to the two big Texas conventions in my area. The one in the spring is really the big one, Texas Furry Fiesta. And I actually went to my first one of those last year. I made a video about it. I had a ton of fun and it was awesome. But my very first furry convention was actually the smaller one they have in the summer, Texas Furry Siesta. And it's in the same place, same hotel down in Dallas. And I actually got to go this year. And so we're going to talk about it. So let's talk about it. No, Dallas actually has two furry conventions that happen every year. There's the big one, that's Texas Furry Fiesta, and the smaller one, Texas Furry Siesta. They both happen at the Hyatt Regency, which is right next to Reunion Tower. Now, if you're not from Dallas, you probably are familiar with this place, even if you don't know it. You know what it looks like. Anytime you've seen a skyline of Dallas, it's the tower with the big ball on the top of it. It's kind of the trademark of the city. It's what everybody knows. It's the icon of Dallas, pretty much. And we have two furry conventions there every year. Every year, for the last couple of years, I've been going to Texas Furry Siesta, and I actually went to my first Fiesta last year, and I had a lot of fun. I went this year to Furry Siesta, and we're going to talk about that. It's the smaller convention that they have in the summer to allow people to get together. It's not anywhere near as big as the Fiesta Con. It's very much like a more casual meetup style of atmosphere. And truth be told, and this may be a hot take, I actually have more fun at those smaller cons. Because there's a lot less going on in terms of just events and everything. It's a lot less formal, and like I said, there's a lot less going on, so it kind of forces you to actually socialize with each other, which can be hard for a lot of people to do. And so that, I actually have a lot of fun doing that, and that's actually what I had the most fun doing here at this Siesta Con, was just chatting with people. Just hanging out in the empty panel rooms, just chatting about whatever. That being said, there were some awesome panels I got to go to, and I do have some thoughts about those. We'll get into that here in just a minute, though. So I got there pretty early in the morning, and when you get there early in the morning, I got there about 9:30, just in time to get in line for LineCon 2024. If you've ever been at a convention, you know how crazy the line for registration can get. So the best thing that you can do, and this isn't a tip for going to conventions video, but word of advice, if you're going to a convention, one of the best things you can do is get in line early. It's going to get you in and out of the registration office that much faster and on to enjoying the con. So I stood in line for what felt like forever to get my badge.
One eternity later.
Eventually I did get my badge and I was off to enjoy the con. Now, it was still super early in the day, so there weren't a lot of people there. Stuff was still getting set up. So I kind of took it easy, kind of hung out for a little bit, figured out where the headless lounge or the fursuit lounge or whatever is. And if you don't know, what this is these are rooms with a bunch of fans in it, where they, have a bunch of water, towels, fans, generally well air-conditioned, well-ventilated room, where you can just sit there and relax out of suit for a little bit. If you've ever worn a fursuit, or even if you haven't, you probably know those things are hot. They're a bunch of fur and foam and upholstery fabric and really heavy costumes. And so they can get really hot. And so it's good to kind of take breaks, especially if, like me, you plan on doing it all day. And so it's super important because, you know, just about every convention I go to, by the end, I'll see somebody being carted out on a stretcher because they didn't take, you know, decompression and dehydration and heat seriously, and they're paying for it. Last thing you want is for some medic to have to cut you out of your suit because you fainted dead away. You know, take your time, guys. It's a marathon, not a sprint. The convention will still be there when you get back. But anyway, yeah, so last year at the Siesta, there was an arcade. This year, there wasn't really a whole lot other than the panels. You know, honestly, I didn't even see a dealer's room. Now, I might not have been there on the day for that, but, you know, that's whatever. And I don't mind too much, but the last couple times I went to a Siesta Con, there was a bit more going on. So I don't, like I said, I don't know what the situation was, or if it wasn't this day for that, or what. I don't know. That's just me. Now I was there up until 5 in the evening, and a lot of the bigger events happen later on at night. I'm talking 6, 7, 8, 9, like at night, like after dark. Which is fine, but it kind of bums me out because, especially with, you know, the younger side of our community, who may be coming with parents. Their parents aren't going to want to stay that long. It's downtown Dallas, and getting in and out of there in a vehicle, beating traffic, anytime in any big cities, it's just the worst. So, you know, going forward, if I could, I want to start hosting panels on stuff like content creation, you know, doing this, and hopefully try to encourage people to get into it, because that would be so awesome. Speaking of panels, I actually got to sit there in a panel. It was a really small panel with Kaiser Neko. He was a guest of honor at the con. You might know him as one of the lead editors and Trunks from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And I got to kind of pick his brain a little bit and ask questions. I did have to leave the panel a little bit early because I had to get more footage. So that was kind of a bummer. But it was really cool to kind of sit there and just chat with him a little bit about you know, his production pipeline and how he and the rest of the team kind of put stuff together. And it was, you know, because that series and the other stuff that they do, they've been doing it for so long. And the way we consume media has changed, and the way we produce media has changed, you know, from physical to digital, etc. It ain't like it was, and they've had to weather those changes, and so that's been interesting to kind of to talk with them about and everything. So that was really cool.
What's up? Go be kind to people and do drugs because they're pretty fucking cool.
You don't need to monetize.
No, wait. Then edit it out.
I will.
Okay. Tell them. Here, we can do another one. We can do
edited a joke for you.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
What's your name?
Poposo. I'm Poposo. There you go. I am wanted. I did say a very not PC thing just now. Well, it was PC, but not. I don't know what the fucking say.
Do drugs as prescribed by your doctor.
Yes. Take your medication. There we go.
I did get to socialize, hang out with some awesome furries, and you'll be seeing their pictures here up in the video. I did ask their names. They did tell me, but my brain is fried, so I'm so sorry. I will say, if you see yourself in this video, please go in the comments and tag yourself. just put up a timestamp or something, say that's me at, you know, X minutes and X seconds. I do apologize. Yeah, I know y'all told me your names. I should have written it down. I'm a goober and I had a lot of stuff going on, so it was a lot of me walking around, going from place to place. They had a werewolf game going on. They had a video room. They had concert going on later. I didn't really get into that because dark room, flashing lights, suit, a bunch of people very close together. Not really my thing. But, you know, I could hear the music from outside the room. This was good music. It was rock and roll. Very cool. But I had a lot of fun. It was a nice, kind of relaxing, like I said, very casual fur meet atmosphere. If you're nervous about going to the big furry conventions, but you still want to go to a social event with other furries, and you're down here in the area during the summer, please hit up Texas Furry Siesta. It's that kind of con. It's perfect. Now, while I did have a lot of fun at the con, I do have some thoughts. There were some panels that I saw that were awesome, but I felt they might have been better if they were later on in the evening because of the content of those particular panels. But I hate to be a stickler about that. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I'm not here to shame anybody, but that's like I said, that's just me. That's fine. I would, like I said, I want to host a panel. I want to volunteer is what I want to do. So if I'm still doing this next year, if I hit up Texas Furry Siesta next year, which I probably will, I hope I will, I'll certainly look at volunteering, maybe doing a panel if I'm able. If I'm able to do both, I'd love to do both. But that would be a lot of fun. But that'd be great. More panels. And if you have something that you know a little bit about and you can talk about for a good 20 to 30 minutes, please do, because we'd love to hear it. I went to a panel on mechanical keyboards. I work in IT, so, you know, obviously I work with a lot of electronics, computers, yada yada, and I hate the keyboard I work with. It's the built-in keyboard for my work laptop, and it's like real low keys, and it's awful. Their keyboards are nice, a little bit too loud because I hate the clicky-clacky noise. Some people are into that. That's fine. I want a dead silent mechanical keyboard. That's what I want. But anyway, it was really cool, really interesting seeing all the people with their custom keyboards. Very nice. At other cons, I saw other panels about some interesting stuff too. A lot of really cool stuff, not just about fursuiting. It could be about anything. I've seen panels on terrariums, reptiles, anything. If you're a car furry, like, are you kidding me? There's a whole subculture of car furries, but I've yet to see a panel about the car side of things over here, and I think that'd be really cool too. But anyway, I digress. It's a really good con, and like I said, it's informal, and it can be as awesome as you want to make it. Like I said, you got to socialize, you got to get out there, and I know that can be difficult for some people. I know sitting up there and doing public speaking for a panel can be terrifying for some people, but I really encourage people to try it, to do a panel, to get out there and socialize, to do it, because not only is it going to make your experience that much better, but if you can actually get out there and do like a panel, or if you can volunteer, it's going to make everybody's con experience better. And that's worth it, 100%. So, like I said, next year, I'm going to seriously look at volunteering and doing a panel if I'm able. I hope I'm able to do both. We'll see. I got to look more into it, see how that works. But anyway, if you were at the convention, tell me about your experience down in the comments below. I'll be talking more on it in community posts, like once I figure out what the final attendance numbers are, because the last couple of years conventions have been coming back in a really big way, and that's really awesome. The numbers are kind of exploding right now, which is really interesting in terms of, are we going to need to change the way we do conventions now because there are so many people? But that's a story for another day. Yeah, Matt, so tell me about your experience if you were there at the con. Down in the comments below, he said, pointing at his pants. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content here on this channel. I am actually working on a new show for the channel. It's still very kind of early in the idea phase, so I don't want to say too much on it until I'm able to put pen to paper on it and make it more substantial of an idea. But if it works, it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to tell you more about it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time at the con, and I'll be seeing you guys next week. Bye.